When the Lumiere brothers took their Arrival of a Train film on tour in 1896, and the audiences reacted in panic, were they feeling what this chihuahua is feeling right now while being filmed by an iPhone? And why would they react that way? The novelty of it, of course, led to the reaction, but also elements of film created the emotion. Elements we will now analyze in a short film featuring my dogs, Luna the Tiny, and Jasper the Mighty. One element is the camera height and the framing. It can be eye level, or it can be hovering over as it is here. It can come from below. Hovering from above diminishes the importance of the subject, where coming from below exalts the subject, as seen here, making this chihuahua a much more imposing figure. But then, where shall we put the subject in the frame? The rule of thirds indicates that we need to keep it in a third of the frame. Could it be from the left? Should it go from the right? All communicating differently. Then, what if we framed it within a frame, making the chihuahua appear trapped, as it is here? This brings us to the types of shots. Shots can be a medium shot, which do not feature the entire body, or they can be a long shot, which features the entire body of the subject. Then you have the camera movement. This camera is panning out. Is the camera going to be static, or will it move with the subject? This one is moving with the subject. And then Jasper will illustrate for us the close-up. Close-ups give us the reactions of our characters. Jasper's eyes are communicating concern, which is typical for him. And there are rules of grammar that if they're broken, they confuse the audience. I break the 180-degree line rule right here. Another important element is the lighting. Where is it coming from? Where does the lighting hit? Where is the darkness in the scene? How does it make the audience feel? What can hide in the darkness to create the suspense? And consider the use of color and sound. Here we have a blue overlay. And see how these sound effects are additional elements for the filmmaker to use to create an emotional effect and lead the thoughts of the audience. Without audio, would this be as suspenseful of a scene? Without the blue overlay, would it communicate the darkness of the emotions? Very scary, Jasper. We are very scared for you. In conclusion, looking at elements of film is simply learning how to see what we are seeing. We've briefly touched on the many important elements that need to be analyzed to develop film literacy. And we end on this point of view shot of Luna watching her Bengals.